What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm here to bring you all my review of Berserk Volume 8. Yeah, let's get this started. So with Volume 8 of Berserk, we get to see a drastic change in Guts' character, and also the downfall of Griffith. Pretty much three main things go down in this volume, and that is the continuation of the Battle of Doldry, Griffith's assassination against the Queen of Midland, and also we get to see Guts leave the Band of the Hawk. Now, when it comes to Guts leaving the Band of the Hawk, I just loved how this scene played out. There is so many memorable moments within Berserk, it is not even funny. As I stated before, each time I reread a Berserk volume, it just makes me want to keep on reading and reading more. It really does. Now, when it comes to what is contained within this volume, as I stated before, pretty much three things went down. Let's first talk about Guts leaving the Band of the Hawk, because that is pretty much the big thing that happened within this volume. So we get to see that Guts has finally made up his mind and is ready to leave the Band of the Hawk to find his own dream, his own ambition. And we have it to where Griffith ends up going against Guts once again. They apparently have another sword duel, and it's been like 3 to 4 years since they first had a sword duel, to the point where, Griffith ended up attaining Guts in the first place. But over these past few years with Guts in the Band of the Hawk, he has completely stepped upon leaps and bounds ahead of Griffith in terms of swordplay and his overall strength, and that's what ends up making him win this battle. He completely overpowers Griffith, and Griffith states within the last chapter of this volume that, before they even fought, that if I can't have you, nobody can have you. And this was such a one of the most memorable moments in Berserk. It really was, because, as I stated before, this is where we get to see the downfall of Griffith's character, because he realizes that Guts is now leaving the Band of the Hawk, and if Guts leaves, he doesn't know how he is supposed to handle accomplishing his dream, because he needs Guts. Guts is an essential member to the Band of the Hawk, and he just realizes that he can't accomplish his dream if he doesn't have Guts with him. And this is what makes Griffith just go berserk at this point, and I just cannot wait what is going to go down in the next few volumes of Berserk, because shit gets real. Now, as far as what happens in the beginning of this volume of Berserk, we have it to where we see the Battle of Doldry is still going on, but there was one moment within this volume which was kind of weird, strange in terms of what went down. We have it to where Guts is getting beat up by this guy, Boscon, who is the leader of the Purple Rhinos, and, he is almost... he's not on the verge of death, I would say, but he is outmatched in this case, because he's holding a little tiny knife at this point, and his sword broken too. Now, there was one person in specifically on top of a mountain that ends up throwing a huge sword right in front of Guts, and Guts picks it up and just cleaves this Bascon guy just right in half. I'm like, oh shit, even the horse's head completely fell off, dude. I was like, damn. Just rereading this stuff and seeing the gore and the violence within this volume, oh my god, it gets insane. It really does. Now, my only question is that, because I still don't know at this point if this was Zod the Immortal, because it does look like Zod, but was this person who ended up throwing down the sword Zod the Immortal, or is this someone else? Because he looks entirely different. Oh, never mind. In Volume 5 of Berserk, we actually have it to where there is Zod the Immortal right there, and in Volume 8, that monster ended up having the same face as Zod the Immortal right here. So that is, in fact, Zod in Volume 8. I almost dropped the manga volume right there. But, yeah, so now, Zod the Immortal, after he ends up sending down that sword to Guts, and pretty much when the Band of the Hawk ends up capturing Doldry, we have it to where he starts to talk about the eclipse. Now, what the eclipse is as a person who is just diving into Berserk, I'm not going to get into that, so this is going to be another spoiler-free review because I'm not going to talk about the eclipse, but I'm just going to say shit goes down. The last part in this Berserk volume, which is worth mentioning, is how we get to see Griffith play out his strategy, and like how far he plans ahead after he returns from Doldry. When he ends up returning back to the King of Midland, we have it to where he ends up planning ahead actions to where he even goes as far as taking down the Queen of Midland, ends up assassinating her, faking his own death, kidnapping a minister's daughter for the sake of information, and then killing off some other people to where, basically he ended up getting more information from at the time of where, I guess, the queen would be, and also to basically watch over the minister's daughter. So, like, just how far ahead Griffith plans into things just shows how much of an intelligent guy he is, how much he uses strategy to his advantage in order to accomplish the things that he wants in life. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But as I said, you know, with the events that end up going down within this volume of Berserk, by the end of it, you know, this is where we see a downfall in Griffith's character. And all I gotta say is that shit gets real in the later volumes. It really does. I cannot wait to reread the next volume of Berserk. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about this volume of Berserk. What did you think about the battle between Griffith and Guts once again? And let me just know your overall thoughts. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to drop a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to stay updated to my future content on this channel and possibly see more Berserk-related content from me, then hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Love you all, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you later.